Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Curry. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland with the ball. That's a two from Smith. Rebounded by Bogut. Cavaliers on D.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Here's Irving. The Warriors pull it in.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
He goes in for the dunk.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Curry with the three. Out to Thompson. The fader. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Curry against Irving. Curry passes to Barnes. Green kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range. Curry with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now here's Love. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Irving's got 5.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected plays like a coach who had done it for many years. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense. He's got the A game rolling tonight.
And he gets the bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Bogut. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
The kick out to Spates. Iguodala outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First free throw is good. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. That one misses. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
It's tipped. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that.
He's off on the first. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Shumpert against Iguodala. Back to Barbosa. Iguodala outside. With 1 on the clock. What a play. Simply drains it in it. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here. Really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova is up there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Frye in at the 4 spot. Cavaliers leading. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And he gets it to go. Shumpert's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Cleveland. Kept alive. Here's Iguodala, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Jefferson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green has checked in for Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And a switch here also for Cleveland. James Jones, he's checked in for Jefferson. Cavaliers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Shumpert. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Jones from outside. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. You know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. James Thompson in for Ian Clark. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. James checked in for Shumpert. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. On its way from Curry for 2.
They really haven't been able to get on track this quarter. I mean, things have just been out of sync for them.
It's Jones on the way. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's Jones on the way. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Jones. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And he can't get the first one.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Leandro Barbosa is checked in for the Warriors. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith is checked in. Love the pass to Smith. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Ezeli. And that one is hammered home.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Here's Irving. Following the score by Golden State. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Stolen by Thompson. With 1 on the clock. And it's, wow, he nails the puck. The second half just about to get going here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot. Even the tough.
He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes and the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Count that one. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Love kicks to Smith. Back to Love. Down low. Deflects the pass. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. They grab their own miss. Golden State moving it around. Outside for Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Thompson misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Timeout called the Warriors. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And Ian Clark subbed in for Thompson. It's Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And stolen by LeBron. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have filled up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And here is Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. LeBron James on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith outside. This one for 3. No up.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Spates with the block. Outside curl. To tie. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The Warriors have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bazili's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
But they get it back. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Cavaliers on top, up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And so here's Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Kevin Love out there with Jalen Frye. And it's Shumpert in the small forward position.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good from Amon Shumpert. Warriors trailed by 5 and stolen by Love. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his third rebound on the night. It's Thompson off the drive. That's a 2 from Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
That's good from J.R. Smith.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. McRae's checked in for Cleveland. Thompson dishes to Livingston. They kick it out to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Bogut. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that really showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
pushing their lead to double digits.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
All right, Doris, thanks. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
Irving with the steal. And Smith with the clear pass. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
The turnover total in the first half, only one, but a totally different story here in the second.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-4 run. Irving kicks to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. Warriors trail by 15. Curry. What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. From deep three-point range, Barnes passes to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Can't hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Cleveland.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
They were quicker to the ball that time and got a second chance.
Back to Smith. Stolen by Thompson. The shot by Curry, no good.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Tries again. Here's Thompson. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. And the Warriors with possession here. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just